Man, I am so fucking disappointed in you, Brandon Marshall of I Am Athlete. You son of a bitch. You. Oh, fuck. So, for everybody who didn't know, I Am Athlete had a separation of the crew. Some pivoted to what is now known as the pivot. I Am Athlete still has Brandon Marshall and Chad Ochocinco Johnson. But they come and have guest seaters, if you will, on the show. Today's famous guest was Fat Joe. Fat Joe was out there, doing what Fat Joe does, goes over his history and gives some game up. All right, shout out to Fat Joe. He's a real one. Brandon Marshall had a chef that came on the show that was working and trying to find a lane for herself, and he brought her on there for some exposure. Kudos to him, right? Exposing black businesses, trying to give them the come up. So the lady, the special chef guest, she came on there with fish tacos, and she wanted to give a story on what she was doing. So in her story, she said, I was in corporate America, but then I had to make a pivot. Okay? When she said the word pivot, Brandon Marshall, he starts laughing. He starts fucking laughing. You, Brandon Marshall, you started laughing. What the fuck is funny? Huh? Because Fred Taylor and Channing Crowder, or Crowder, have a show now that it's called Pivot. So he starts laughing because the word pivot was said. And instead of using an organic segue to shout out and show recognition to his brothers who he has broken bread with countless times on camera on I Am Athlete, instead he laughs it off and does nothing. So, is it competition, Brandon? Or are you just a fuck nigga? Because obviously it's money out here for everybody to eat. And these people, Fred and Crowder, are the ones that were instrumental in the success of I Am Athlete. And you can't even give them recognition on their own show and platform, even when it is organically presented. You said nothing to the effect of shout out to my homeboys, Fred and Channing on Pivot. No, you laughed. Yeah, Pivot. What the fuck is so funny, man? Huh? You talking about giving and donating to a business that you don't even know about? Because this so-called chef was up there. She's not even a chef. She went to school for, business, and now she just wants to make a new lane for herself. But for somebody who you actually know, who has a voice and an opportunity to impact lives in a positive way in black men's life, you say nothing? What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Huh? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I'm so disgusted with you because I thought that you were you were fighting a good fight. I figured that you had differences, big businesses were coming in, corporate sponsorships were coming into I Am Athlete, and you wanted to separate you don't want to separate the crew, but obviously differences happen when big businesses come in. Censorship happens, and people feel like I can't be my authentic self. Obviously, people go their separate ways every day in business. That's just what it is. You're sitting down with other millionaires who don't necessarily have to do anything because they're set for life. But they wanted to do something because it's something they believed in. Obviously, you believe in something as far as getting more money for your cause, which is a great cause as far as mental health in the Black community and making headway in breaking down barriers and people's understanding of what mental health is and how it should be addressed. Great, right? But that don't mean you in competition with other Black men doing a good deed over on their own platform. It don't mean that everybody can't fucking eat. I mean, are you thinking? You just laughing and kikiing. Huh? Did your sponsors tell you that you can't mention Pivot? Did they tell you that? Huh? Did the white man hush your fucking mouth? And now you tap dancing for him? Is every nigga with dreads for the cause? No. Damn, man. It's so disappointing to see that you can't even recognize an opportunity that you have in front of you. There is an opportunity for you both to have success on each platform. Obviously, I Am Athlete is more well known and recognized because of what it did culturally. So you're going to have bigger name celebrity guests on that show currently. So you already have the distance and separation from Pivot to grow faster or to at least sustain the speed and growth that you already have. And you just can't mention them? People that you know, that you've lived around, fucking actual neighbors, and you choose to laugh it off like, yeah, them niggas, them niggas. What's wrong with you, cuz? For real? Come on, man. Huh? What was it? What mentally went on in your thought process that you need to laugh at someone else's endeavor? Because that's what you did. You heard Pivot and thought of the Pivot podcast and you laughed at it. So what went on mentally with you? Are you suffering from some kind of issue that you chose to think of yourself and an inferiority of what they're doing over there and thought I should laugh instead of show my insecurity? What went on? You know? Come on, Black man. Damn. We all here. We are here in the present trying to present greatness. There's no need for bickering and hatred. Positivity, uplifting one another. Huh? Come on, Black man. Talk black to me. I was so enraged, so disgusted at what I seen and heard. I had to make this video, man. And I hope you hear it. I hope this reaches your ears. I left a comment. I said, you's a fuck nigga. I didn't say that, but you is. Trying to give donations to a bitch that's cooking fish tacos on the street. And you can't say nothing about the platform that's emerging that may be helpful to other Black men that are in sports, that are in the street. What's wrong with you, man? What the fuck is wrong with you?